Hey, this is Robert Monroe, and we're going to break down one thing today that is going to make your practice journey, your musical journey, just a wee bit little easier. And today we're going to talk about reading notes. What makes reading notes that much easier? And it's going to be an annoying twist because we're not going to talk about reading notes at all. We're going to talk about the letters on your instrument. I find this to be infuriating. When people first start learning an instrument, the teacher typically goes straight into reading music or learning by ear, but most of the time it's straight into reading music. Why? Because of either academic pressure, right? You're in band, you're in orchestra, you're playing with other people, you gotta know how to read music to hang out, right? Or because they got a method book. And what do method books do? They give you like 1 or 2 pages on where the notes are on your instrument, and then boom, you're into reading music. Well, guess what? That teacher is doing you a disservice. What you need to do is you need to spend weeks, sometimes months, just on the letters. Now, how do you do this? You do it in a fun way. How do you do that? You actually learn songs just by learning the letters. E, E, G, E, D, C, B, E, D, C, D, E, 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 D, 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 E, G, G, stuff like that. Whatever song you want to learn, your teacher should be able to give it to you in a way that just uses the letters. And through that, you can actually learn where the letters are on your specific instrument. Now, why do I recommend this so much? I think that this resistance that most people have to reading music actually comes from where they are in their musical instrument journey. They tend to be at the very beginning stages, and then they get really frustrated because it doesn't come easy to them. Why does it not come easy to them? Because they don't know where the letters are on the piano. It's kind of like when somebody's first learning to read and they didn't learn phonics very well. They don't even know how the letters are supposed to sound, and then they're trying to put words together. It's gonna be a disaster. Instead, we need to roll it back, make them have fun, make you have fun, and really learn those letters really, really well. Once you have those letters down, that is when you can then move on to reading music. Now, why am I really pushing on reading music? It's because the ear training people tend to do this a little bit more, focusing on the letters. But I would say even with ear training, the more that you know your instrument, the easier it's going to be to master that ear skills. When you really understand how that instrument feels, it's gonna make it so much easier. This has been Robert Monroe. Like and subscribe. We're gonna come back soon with another quick tip on how to get better at music and practice in general.